What's up guys, thanks for clicking on the video and welcome back to Bushcraft with El. Back out today, just me and Toby in the forest. I'm not going to lie to you guys, on today's video, if you follow me on Instagram, I was supposed to be in the Lake District today doing a tarp tent up in the mountains, but a few things happened and it got called off, but that's life. So I lay in bed this morning and thought to myself, shall I go out or shall I not? So I literally just chucked a bag together and thought of something on the way up here. So basically what I was going to do in the Lake District was make a tent out of a tarp. I've seen this configuration used in a lot of places. I've never really actually tried it yet. A friend of mine on Instagram and YouTube, go check his channel out guys, Adventure is Made. I'll leave it in the description. Did a video last week using a tarp tent in the Lake District and inspired me to do so. But because I couldn't get out there and do it for myself, I thought that I'd make a video and show all you guys how to properly put one of these tents together out of using a 3x3 DD hammocks tarp. Me and Toby have been walking around for about an hour 15 now. You know, I didn't really have many intentions for this video, so I just came out, got a few photos, looked around, saw a nice spot here. Our base camp is literally just down there, to be honest, and I remember this spot here was quite nice. It's in the open, the light's shining down. So yeah, let's crack on and set up one of these tarp tents. Put my little sticker on my bottle. So let's get the tarp out. If I haven't already told you, this is the DD hammocks 3x3 in olive green. Rightio, so on this tarp guys, I've got the central line running straight down to where I want my door, with the loops facing the entrance to the shelter. For this setup, what you're going to need is a walking stick or a piece of a tree cut off. So about this size. You're going to need about 8 to 10 pegs. Again, if you want to make your own stakes from pieces of wood, then that is perfectly fine. If I was out on a weekend, I would probably do that myself, to be honest, but because I'm only out for a few hours today, I'm trying to use the stuff I have at home, and it's a little bit of paracord. And last of all, which I nearly forgot to mention, you're going to need a tarp, obviously, because this is a tent made from a tarp. This is a DD hammocks 3x3 tarp. Preferably this tarp will work a lot better simply because, as you can see here, it has all the loops in every corner and down every line of the tarp, which makes it very handy to work with, as a lot of you guys probably already know. This tarp is the 3x3. Personally, I think the 4x4 would be a little bit too big. Maybe it would be okay if you was on flat grass, but if you're in the woodland and your space is limited, I would go for a 3x3 in my opinion. Okay, so first of all, what you're going to do is find the corner of your tarp. I'll bring this down a little bit and go down one loop, which is there, and get a tent peg. And knock it in. Then what you're going to do is find, just make sure that's nice and tight. Yep. Then you're going to find the loop that's to the right of the corner, and then you're going to pull that tight. Again, take a tent peg, pull that nice and tight to where it looks diagonal, which I'd probably say about there. And then what you're going to do then is get this backside, guys, and tuck it underneath like so. Head over to the right side of the tarp and repeat the process that we did on the left side. And again, that is the first part of the shelter, guys. The next step, what you're going to do, guys, is take the edge on the top down here on the left and bring it in about to about here. So grab the edge, bring it to about here, depending on how wide or how narrow you want the door. There you go, that's going to have to do. Take another peg and do the same on the left side. Like so. Okay, so for the next part, you're going to need your walking stick or your cut off from the tree. And what you're going to do, guys, here you have a loop in the middle, which is your centre line, and you have a loop here, which is the first one. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 being the back one. So I'm going to lift up the front. I'm going to put my walking stick right up inside there. Careful how you do it, because sometimes it will slip off. So I'll just readjust like so. So that's basically what you want it to look like for now. So yeah, let's peg the sides in and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so in the process, when I put my walking stick underneath by the first, let's press that in a little, by the first loop, the loop on the outside, basically what I did was just twisted it round the top and twisted it again. So this is the shape that you're going to be looking for. To be honest, it probably looks absolutely nothing like this because it's my first time doing it and I'm absolutely crap at setting tents up. Let's be honest. That's why I love open tarp, just simple and effective. So what I'm going to do here is one loop up from the door's corner. I'm going to take them and tie them back to the third loop on the side, and same again on the opposite side. I'm going to take the bottom here, which is the middle loop, tie a little bit of paracord on here and pull out a line. As you can see here, I've got a little tie out point which is going down into the ground about 4 foot away to just keep this part of the tent forward and to open up the back part as well. And what I've done as well here, guys, is I pulled up the doors out the ground and moved them out a little bit just to make it all square and taut. You may need to play around with it a little bit, still depending on what type of ground you're on and you know how you've laid it out, etc. So I took up the 2 front door pegs and just pegged it out a little bit so it gave me that little bit more room, and after doing so it opened up inside as well. As I stated just, this might be the completely wrong way to do it, but from watching videos this is what I've made from other videos, should I say. You know, I haven't sat there with a tutorial or anything like that. I've just put a tarp down and had a go for myself. But looking inside here, it is absolutely massive. You could probably fit 2 people in there and all of your gear as well. You know, maybe if you really wanted to, you could probably put a bit of paracord on one of the backs here, and again do another line coming down the back to open up the back part. There is another configuration for this tent, but we're not going to actually do it today, where you can cut off another piece of a tree and prop up the back end of the tarp. But because of the ground that I'm on, I've had to literally bash the pegs into the floor because it's full of rocks underneath. So we're going to leave that extra modded configuration, should I say, for today, and just keep it as this. Rightio, as I said earlier, depending on how big you want the shelter really, guys, you can open your doors out further if you want more room to get in. So let's crawl inside, hoping that I don't get a builder's bum. I just took the back of my t-shirt in just in case. Let's crawl inside and see how much space we've got. Whoa, this is massive inside, guys. What the hell? It is a lot bigger than I thought, and I'm guessing when you've done this shelter a few times and really learnt the knack of it, I'm guessing you can gain that extra bit more space inside as well, from how tight your tarp is, etc., and how well you've erected it. You could easily fit 2 people inside here. I'd say 2 people definitely, and the bags comfortably. And all you need is a tarp. Don't get me wrong, it took me a little bit longer to set it up because, as I said, this is my first time doing so. It took me about 5 minutes, probably, if that, to set it up. Now I'm guessing if you've done this before, as I said, you'll probably be able to come out here and smash this up in like minutes, 1-2 minutes, if you know what you're doing. And being the ground is pretty well, because here there's just rocks everywhere and it's so hard to get the pegs in. On some of them I've just have to literally bash them in with a stick. No, wicked shelter. Obviously, doing an overnighter, you'd bring your ground mat to put inside here, your sleeping pad, etc., etc. But that would be a wicked shelter from the elements, especially in a storm. I think there's no chance that you'd get wet in here. You know, if the rain was coming down, the only place it's going to get wet is probably about here, and you've obviously got like another 5 foot inside to walk to the back. So, here, Tom, come here, buddy. Give me a ball, give me a ball. Yeah, here, Tom, yeah. Inside, go. Good boy. I'll just sit down and have a coffee now. To be honest, I've never actually used a camping gas stove before. Pretty handy those little things are, to be honest. You know, we don't really live close to mountains or anything like that, so never really had to buy any of that mountain type of gear, but I suppose they're handy to bring out in the bush when, you know, you don't really want a fire. Boils water pretty fast as well. So as I said earlier, guys, I was supposed to be in Lake District this weekend. A few things come up, and fortunately I couldn't make it, but hey ho, that's life. As I said earlier, we are heading back out next weekend with Joe. I think we'll probably head up to the Lake District when I don't have anything to do, but I've enjoyed today. I've come out, I've showed you how to set up a tarp tent, had a coffee. I've enjoyed today. It's been nice, it's been chilled. We are back out tomorrow at base camp with Joe, and hopefully we can get one shelter finished tomorrow. We haven't really spent much time on the base camp for the past few weeks, so tomorrow, if the weather's okay tomorrow, I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like, but if it's okay, we're going to try and get more done on the shelter and get it finished. So yeah guys, I hope you learned something new today. I hope you learned how to make a tarp shelter, and from this end, see you on the next video, man.